ladies and gentlemen. Jason of New Age Revolution car. Cold. It is cold. And it's early. It's 8:53 in the morning. And you might say, well, you unusual person, 8:53 in the morning is a reasonable time that most hardworking Americans are up. I don't get up this early. Willingly. But we have a reason. We have a glorious reason. We have our first toy show in, I would probably say, 2 years. Yeah, probably 2 years. 2 years, folks, and we're doing it this morning. It is a beautiful Sunday morning of snow and cold. When I used to take myself out on a toy show date, I would always stop and get breakfast first. I must have been up extremely early, but I'm grubbing afterwards with a good close personal friend of mine. So we've talked ad nauseum about what I'm looking for at this toy show. I did find $20 in an old, not an old, but a pair of pants this morning. I put on a pair of pants that were 3 or 4 deep in the drawer. $20 in the pocket. So that is good. That is a sign that I'm going to spend $20 at least. So that's good. What else? Elimination Chamber. My goodness. Look, by now, if you don't want a spoiler, turn away, look away, turn off your phones, take me off your giant TVs. John Cena has done the unthinkable. John Cena is a heel. And man, oh man, did I care. Did I care. I have not cared. The last time I cared was when I was watching wrestling with my kid. And he was popping for stuff. And then that would make me pop for stuff. But on my own, as an adult, what have I cared about? What was the last thing that got me super excited? I don't know. Maybe Brock Lesnar returning years ago at like Royal Rumble or something. But my kid was involved with that too, so maybe not. I don't know. But boy, did I care last night. That was amazing. That was incredible. All the matches were great. The women's, I made the comment last night that the women are, I'm not a fan of women's wrestling. And there are still very bad matches. But they looked amazing last night. The women's chamber match was incredible. Very good. And both Trish, what's her name? Liv Morgan and Alexis Bliss are just very, very nice to look at. Right? It's uncensored Sunday morning, we can say that. The Sami Zayn Kevin Owens match was good. We were laughing a little bit because it was the unsanctioned match, and so they turned the lights down in the arena, so it was darker, and the referee wore all black. So I giggled a bit at that. Was not as brutal as I would have liked it to be. Nobody bled, so that was a bummer. Then we've got Trish Stratus and Tiffy Time against two other girls, Nia Jax and somebody. That was just whatever. And then the men's chamber was incredible. But then the finish of the show had The Rock come out, and I guess he's trying to get Cody Rhodes to basically turn heel and join his crew. For some reason, my children's favorite rapper Travis Scott is all over WWE now. So he's with The Rock, and Cody turned him down and then hugged John Cena, and John Cena got this look on his face that we've never seen. We have never seen bad guy John Cena's face, and he made this great face. I'm telling you, he's morphing into Vince McMahon. He truly looks like Vince McMahon, a young McMahon, and he's just got this jowly face. Like, I don't know, but he made the best heel face. He beat up Cody. The Rock is standing there like just a godfather, and I couldn't believe it. And I was making noise. I was jumping up and down a little bit. So that was fun. Yeah, go out of your way just to see the last few minutes of the show of Rock and Cena beating the hell out of Cody. It was amazing. So then you got to wonder how Cena's career ends. They've got to turn him back, obviously, at some point. He's got to turn on The Rock, I would assume. He can't retire a bad guy. But it was fun. Very fun. And I know Vince is gone, and all of what we've been used to is gone. I can't believe, wow, you guys just jumped right in front of me. I know that we're talking about modern wrestling here, but already with Vince not in the picture, what we're seeing is from very fresh minds. So I like it. It's good. All right, that's all. You didn't tune in to see that. I'm just killing some time while I'm driving. I don't like to drive alone. I like to drive with you people. Let's see, which is the quickest way to go. All right, we're going to keep going straight. Yeah, so that's it. We're going to drive probably 15 more minutes. Then we're going to get to the show. I left the GoPro at home because, I don't know. That is not a convenient camera. It's not convenient. You got to clip it on. You got to turn the little, you got to tighten it and clip it into a clip and then clip the clip onto a backpack. And I was like, I know. I'm such a diva. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, here we go. It's cold out, but this is one of the best toy shows in the land. So we're gonna have some fun. Well, sorry about the footage, guys. It wasn't, it's a great show, but it is in the worst venue ever. It's in this place called Village Date Square, which is extremely tight and very narrow, and you get a lot of people in here. Like, a lot of people. And I'm just trying to navigate through the parking lot here. It's so tight. It's almost difficult to enjoy. You saw how I struggled to get footage. But if I had the GoPro, all you guys would have seen were shoulders. So I'm gonna get in the car now. I'll recap. Okay. I will tell you this, despite the footage, despite the disappointing footage, what a great day. What a great day. I spent $80 and got exactly, I think, something from every criteria that I was looking for. I think. So when we go home, we will review. But I am going out to eat right now. And I am coming home. Okay, you're just going to try to back out, aren't you? Let me move over for you, sir. All right. All right. Yeah, it's wall to wall, man. Even the parking lot's insane. This is crazy. I'll give you a little clue. I started my Bone Crunchers collection for $5. I've spent $5 and I started my Jack's Bone Crunchers collection. All right, let's go home before I kill somebody with my vehicle. Vehicular manslaughter, I believe it's called. See you in a bit. All right, folks. Outstanding day. Outstanding weekend. Outstanding weekend. Had the pay-per-view with a pal. Had the toy show with a pal. Had breakfast with a pal. Feels good to have a pal. Toy show was great. Toy show, as I said in the car, is in such a it's in a huge venue, but it's a very tight venue. It's a lot of space, but not a lot of space. And the way they set it up, there's no structured walking room. You know, you drive down one side, you drive down the other. There's no way to do that. So you are just walking together, and you got to move. And so it as much as of a good time that it is, there's a lot of people. But I brought $100, $20 that I found in my pocket of a pair of pants. So that was cool. And I spent it all, including $30 on breakfast. So $70. $70 at the toy show. Thrilled with what I have. A non-toy show pickup. I went to a Walmart that was near the toy show, looking, of course, for WWE superstars. They had 6 of the 70s Hulk Hogan's and nothing else. But then I checked out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they had on clearance for $6 a vintage Baxter Stockman. $6. Absolutely 100% sold. $6, mine. So he will go lovingly in the garage and join the rest of the Turtles. I have a who else is in the garage? I have a Krang. I have Krang in the retro 80s packaging. So I just need Splinter and April, I don't know, whoever they released for Series 1 or so, I would need. No rush, don't even need to get them. If I ever see them, I'll grab them, but $6 for that, just sitting there all by itself on the shelf. That's awesome. All right, the toy show. So the first thing I did was I hit up a table, and this is in my eBay watch list right now. And on eBay, they're all going for 10, 12, 15 bucks. Buy it now. No auctions for this. I would think that with auction, this would probably go for 7, 8. And this was with a guy that had a lot of had some GI Joe vehicles boxed, and they were expensive, of course. And I saw this, and I said, "Hey, how much for that?" And he said, "Oh, actually, he heard me talking." So this is how this went. He heard me talking, and I was telling my friend that as a kid, Howie and I would walk up to Kmart, and we would buy these because they were $5. Or I said all we had was $5 or something like that. I said it out loud. So when the guy came over, I said, "How much is this?" And he went, "I don't know, $5." So I think he heard me and and I think that he thought that I was saying, "Oh, this has got to be $5." I was talking about something different, but he said $5, and I went, "Really?" And he went, "I don't know, what's it worth?" And I said, $5. And he sold it to me for $5. And man, oh man, am I happy with this, a G.I. Joe accessories pack. Vehicle Gear, it's called. Accessory pack number 4. Oh, no, accessory pack number 1. They have 4, apparently. This is amazing, actually. Unfortunately, or wait, is it the color that we would want it to be? 2 Snowcat torpedoes. Yeah, so there's the problem, I think, when you got these. They were not the actual colors of the actual weapons that you would lose. So you would get different colored weapons, which is fine, with the exception of the skis. The skis were black. But this is pack number 1. This is for the Snowcat. This one's for the Snowcat. But $5, we have our first retro, no, not retro, we have our first official 80s G.I. Joe carded item. Actually, I've got a couple of boxed vehicles, but this is wonderful. $5. So I was only $5 in, and we had this. Thrilled, putting it on the wall. Absolutely great. All right. Then I made my way over to another table with a bunch of baggied figures. Now, because this place was so busy, it was really hard to really stop and look. Really hard. Lots of bins on the floor underneath the tables, you know, the $5 dump bins where you get your Tales from the Crypt Keeper figures. And I couldn't go through them. It was actually kind of intimidating. The place was a little bit overwhelming. But this guy had some baggied figures, and for $10, $10, we have a complete Man-at-Arms. A complete Man-at-Arms. Now you're saying, but Colin sent you Man-at-Arms. Yes, he did. He did. But it would have cost me more to buy this and this off of eBay. It would have cost me probably $20, $25 to get this and this. I already have the figure and this, but for $10, I got all the accessories to go with Man-at-Arms and an extra Man-at-Arms figure. That is outstanding. That made me very happy. So for $15 so far, folks, we have, get your hand around that, we have 2 outstanding items. 2 items that make me very happy. My second completed He-Man figure. All right. Continuing on. Here we go. It has begun. For the low price of $2, I got my first bone crunching figure in quite a while, and one of my favorite bone crunching figures, because it's definitely the best one of this guy. Because some of the other ones of this guy look so bizarre, weirdest faces, open hands, don't like them. This was one of my favorite figures with bone crunchers. It is super tight. It is not played with at all. And for $2, I got a Stone Cold Steve Austin bone crunching figure. And this is one of my favorite bone crunching figures. Bret Hart is another one. Shawn Michaels is another one. But this is a great figure and so much fun to play with. These are playable figures. I like this very much. $2. A very clean, a very tight Stone Cold. So he is officially my first bone cruncher. And I just noticed that they have footholes. I don't know if they all do, but I'll have to check out my G.I. Joe pegs and see if they fit. But we got a Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, along the same lines, for $3, so for $5, and this guy is equally clean and equally tight. I didn't take a look at him. I didn't pull him out of the bag, but he's good. He's good. Smells a little mildewy. And his leg is I don't know if this is just the way the pose was. His leg is like a little weird. And now I'm noticing that this is the Signature Series, which I don't think I care about. I think it's fine, but we have the Signature Series Mankind for $3. So our first two bone crunchers, Mankind and Stone Cold. And man, are these figures fun to play with. I love these figures. Let's get a little Mankind action. The mandible claw. All right, so there we go. Now, what I was saying about the leg, see, it looks a little cockeyed, as they say. Let's see. No, I'm not gonna mess with him. I think he's fine. So there's the Mankind. There's the Stone Cold. $5, 2 figures. Does he stand with this leg all jacked up? Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Okay. Definitely got to give him I got to give these guys both a bath. They're both mildewy. In the same little bag that the Mankind was, we have this weird little, equally smelly, bootleggy Hulk Hogan that was in the bag. Don't care, but I don't know. I'll set him somewhere. So we've spent $20. No, we've spent $25 so far. $25 so far. Now, we did the outside of the toy show room. Ran into G.I. Joe Ron, an old friend of the channel. He's back at the Village Gate Toy Show with a beautiful, beautiful stash of stuff, including a Mr. T Bop bag. It's beautiful. But I didn't. And I'm okay with that because I got other stuff. But G.I. Joe Ron and I have got to get back in touch and maybe do some deals. But it was nice to see him. Then we started making our way into the inside of the displays. A lot of Matchbox cars, a lot of Funko Pops. And then this one. And I didn't go through it. I got to put it together and see if it's all together. But I am done with the little sub-collection of Micro Machines because I have my boxed playset. There you go. I have my boxed Super City Micro Machines playset from 1986. There we have it. 1986. I've got my little cars that I've had. Now we have the boxed playset. I will probably take this out of the box and set it up and just see if all the stickers are nice. If it's not complete, it's going back in the box and it's just gonna live on a shelf, and I'm done with Micro Machines. This had 35 marked on it. A little old lady working the table, lovely lady, And I just said, hey, I'm interested in that Micro Machines thing. And she said, well, that's good. It's 30. And I said, but it says 35. And she said, it's 30. So there we go. 30 bucks. This is the most expensive thing I bought today. 30 bucks, boxed, big, colorful, beautiful box. My Micro Machines collection is done. Now, on the way out, we were leaving, and I saw a guy who had a table, and then he had some magazines just set up in the back. And he had some WWF magazines, and he had very low prices on them. His WWF magazine #1 with Hogan on the cover was only $75. Now that is a lot, obviously, but I think people are getting over $100 for that magazine or more on eBay. Well, I saw this one sitting there, and it had the price tag of 20 bucks on it. And I said, 20 bucks? Should I get it? I mean, it's just going to go in the pile of magazines. And I mean, yes, I was collecting them. And do I care? I think I care. For 20 bucks, I care. We've got the Victory Sports Sergeant Slaughter issue. Victory Sports magazine, the predecessor to WWF magazine. I think there were 4 Victory Sports magazines that came out before it switched over to WWF. And for 20 bucks, we have one of them. I don't know what it goes for on eBay, probably 60. But 20 bucks, 20 bucks. He also had a very early 84 with Piper and Albano and Cyndi Lauper on the cover for 25. I probably could have got 2 for 40, but I didn't. We got Victory Sports magazine, Sergeant Slaughter, $20. And that is it. That is it. And I had a very lovely breakfast. And that's it. I'm thrilled. I think it was a ridiculously successful toy show. Fun stuff. A G.I. Joe carded item that's going to go up on the shelf. Fun stuff. Hopefully G.I. Joe Ron and I can connect with some of the 86 figures that I need, some boxed vehicles. We'll see. But $5. Deal of the day, $5. This might be the deal of the day too. $20 Victory Sports magazine. Complete Man-at-Arms. With, hey, how about that? With broken chest protector. But that's okay, because I've got one. See, that's why you do this. This one's broken. Didn't notice it. Don't care. I got one. There you go, folks. That is it. That's the toy show. Sorry about the footage. Like I said, awfully busy. Hope you had a good weekend. We'll see you all next time. Good night now.